hello. I gotta open up my... Hey, just give me 1 minute. One second. So while I am doing this, I'm just gonna sit here and explain for a minute that you're right. Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello? Okay. There we go. So, the Stanley Parable. I've never played it. My brother has played a little bit. I don't know any of this. What does this mean? Story of the journey to no more. Infinite? Oh, no. Story of champion. I don't know. Close it. My friend just texted me and told me to close the broadcast thing on the side, but actually I will. Okay, here we go. We're back with the Stanley Parable 5. Begin the game. Never the end is never the end, and never the end is. Oh! So this is just, goofy thing. Goofy thing.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee
427.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
So, the reason I'm doing this is that I'm... Hey, I'll let him finish.
Was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa. Okay, so my friend played this. Biggie Dong. I think his name is 96 on Twitch. Also known as Wyatt. I call him Wyatt in all the Fortnite streams. It's a little goofy shovel guy. But he played this, so I got a little inspiration from him. What do I do? Just walk around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Happy 12th birthday, Stephanie. What? Oh. What is this? What is this? Oh, loading screen. What is happening?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Like? What are the new features?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, what? I'm gonna low-key just go lock my door real quick. I just heard a loud bang outside. Anyways, wait, what? Anyway, just right. Oh. What does he mean, name the player? Try it here.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
My name is actively
I want you to
Jim.
imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If
Shut
this were
up.
the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Button that says Jim.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I don't know.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
The reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
I don't know half the words.
It's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Yep.
Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Hold on, give me a minute. Texting, I'm checking a text real quick. Okay, okay, Wyatt, shut up, bruh. My brother installed it, and I low-key have never played it before, okay? Wyatt, low-key... Wyatt, low-key, shut up, bruh.
Now here's something special.
I've already
you remember
informed
that broken test
everything.
trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's
Oh, I thought it was gonna be another button. Frick. Levers are pretty cool, I guess.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the trophy? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe.
What?
Just breathe.
Bro, why did Wyatt join in and instantly I have like 3 new viewers? What am I supposed to do now? Do I just walk out? Where's my trophy? I'm gonna crash out. I got my bucket here, my reassurance bucket. I guess I just walk out.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
It's memories. Memories. Collectibles. Is that me? Is that Stanley? Out of order. Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? It's such a it's not even in a bad way, but it's such a like repetitive game. Like it repeats itself a lot. Infinite hole. It won't end.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time. Like a stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Is this an ending if I just jump down here?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
There's just been a teleport button. Oh, I'm back over to the gym button.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Guys, I think it's okay, wait. I didn't formally check. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Somebody's gotta answer at one point. Somebody locked the door. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Sir, can you please open up? I have a reassurance bucket. You can have it if you open up the door. I'll wait. Let you think about it. It's a really nice bucket. Open up the door. I'm going through somewhere else. Maybe I didn't check hard enough. Okay, it's definitely locked. Never mind. What have I not checked? Merch. Merch. You heard Jim in the game. Dude, shut up. That is awesome sauce. What am I supposed to do? There's no, like, narrative to tell you what and what not to do. So, you always get these moments where you're just, like, walking around. Oh, exit. Let's go, Stanley. Hey, look at that, he's turning. Stanley himself. Stanley, office decorations, collectibles, infinite hole, years exit.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yes. Is that Stanley himself? That's pretty cool. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think?
Oh.
Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly
spooked
these features
me.
will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
My God.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Just got actively jump scared by a loading screen. Goofy loading screen. The Stanley Parable 5. See, I do have to tell you that my brother played this a little bit, and I had to start a new game. Begin the game. Let's go for a different ending. We went to new stuff, new content before. This time we're gonna do something different. I don't want to listen to the whole beginning. Okay. I'm tired as hell. Wyatt, why are you still up? There we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See, I went through here last time. This time. Oh, dude, my buddy. Jim, open up, Jim. Oh, Jim was having a rager last night. You see that? See that mug there on the chair? He only does that when he drinks. Jim's not in the office today.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No. Making sure that Jim isn't there actively getting drunk.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. What's on this door? No, I didn't. I didn't take that door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I kill myself? Can I get the suicide ending?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't think that it would actually, yeah, I didn't. My bad, okay? I didn't. I just. I had no clue, okay? My God, Stanley kills himself.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley kills himself alive on the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I did want to do that,
yes,
but not for the reason.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Fuck you.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
I'm
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Can I jump? I don't want to deal with her. She's annoying. Here's my chance to get back with her.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What? What happened? Oh my God.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
You're down.
Whoa!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Kinda.
They'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Frick you, narrator. I'm gonna beat you.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Fuck you.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's
Shut
told
up,
to do.
bro.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No. 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 Just no. Just, can I please leave my own house?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Fuck you.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Whoa. That's actually weird. It just restarts me. I think I'm gonna leave this one off. It is actively 1 o'clock in the morning, so probably gonna end it at 30 minutes. I think each one of these Stanley Parable videos are gonna be 30 minutes. Detroit ones might be longer. I know I'm about to start Detroit after I finish my normal playthrough, but for now,